Hi guys, it's the 30th of January 2020. Just going to give you a little bit of an update of what's going on. Looks like they're actually going to declare it an international emergency. I'll just read from what's on here. Coronavirus live updates. Toll rises as emergency declaration is considered. The World Health Organization will decide today whether to declare the epidemic an international public health emergency. Officials in China say 170 people have died. And just popped up there, Russia signalled that it was planning to close its 2,600-mile border with China. And here's what you need to know. The WHO will meet to decide if the epidemic is a global emergency. 170 people have died. More than 7,711 cases have now been confirmed. China now has more cases of the virus than it had of SARS, but comparing the two is tricky. Russia suggests it will close its border with China and limit visas. Australia plans to quarantine citizens on a remote island. Mask orders may raise the price of an outbreak in the United States. Doctor challenges Communist Party members to the front lines. Wow. Right guys, there's a bit more down here. The WHO will decide if the epidemic is a global emergency. The World Health Organization is meeting again today on Thursday to decide whether to declare the coronavirus epidemic or an international public health emergency, as China said that another 38 people have died from the virus. Right, yeah, this is getting crazy. And like I say, there's more stuff coming to light every day, guys. I'm still learning. Right, this is the one I want to go on next. Here's just a bit of some graphics for you. The cases that are mainly in China. Well, then 7,700 cases are from China. All confirmed as of today. This shows how the virus is spread from the 20th of January, starting in Wuhan. And you can see how fast it's progressed just over days. Whoa. There's another graphic down here I wanted to show you. Coronavirus is outside China. Finland, France, Germany, South Korea, Nepal, United Arab Emirates, Thailand, Sri Lanka, Malaysia, Singapore, Cambodia, Vietnam, Taiwan, South Korea, Japan, US and Canada. Oh, yeah man, it's getting out of hand, people. The symptoms. Coronaviruses are common and typically cause mild respiratory conditions such as a cough or runny nose, but some are more serious, such as the deadly SARS and the Middle East Respiratory Syndrome (MERS). This outbreak, known as novel coronavirus (nCoV), is a new strain that has not been previously identified in humans. There's a graphic with some of the symptoms. But again guys, the more I learn, the more I see links to radiation. I am going to be doing an interview with someone that's very, very well versed in all this, and that'll be coming in the next couple of days hopefully. Right, the symptoms guys, you see that? Fever, dry cough, shortness of breath. And what is actually killing people is this: acute respiratory distress syndrome, ARDS. That's what's actually killing people. Out of, I think it was 41 people in the first hospital where they found it. 41 were tested, and no, 41 had it. The 6 that died all tested positive for this ARDS. This is what the conclusion of the death was, ARDS, and this is what the specialists are saying is killing people. And the video where I showed the blood going purple, hypoxemia is lack of oxygen in the blood. Again, look at them symptoms: headache, shortness of breath, fast heartbeat, coughing, wheezing, confusion, bluish colour of skin, fingernails and lips. A lot of that looks quite similar to the coronavirus symptoms, does it not? And hypoxemia can be caused by radiation induced lung injury. That's what I mean, guys. I'm going to do more in depth on this side of things over the next day or so. Here's an introduction to it. Radiation-induced lung injury was first described in 1898, soon after the development of rotagenograms. The distinction between two separate types of RILI, radiation pneumonitis and radiation fibrosis, was made in 1925. Both types of lung injury are observed today in patients who have undergone thoracic irradiation for the treatment of lung, breast, hematological malignancies. Radiation-induced damage to normal lung, I can't pronounce that word, remains a dose limiting factor in chest radiotherapy and can involve other structures within the thorax in addition to the lungs. And here's another thing I've come across: radiosensitizer. Just so happens that oxygen is a radiosensitizer. Let me show you the definition of a radiosensitizer. Radiosensitization is a physical, chemical or pharmacological intervention that increases the lethal effects of radiation when administered in conjunction with it. So you guys that are following me and are still digging, these are some dots, man. And this lady, Annie Logical, go check her page out, coronavirus fakery and the link to 5G testing. Like I say, guys, I'm still learning. I'm just throwing bones out there for people to have a chew on, to try and help. We've all got to try and get to the bottom of this, man, because this is bloody balmy. Right, guys, God bless. I'll be back with some more very shortly. You all take care. Heads up, man.